First, tonight's searches continue for two missing people in the Miami Valley. It has now been 20 days since 14-year-old Troy resident Ellie Carter was last seen. Today, Lydia Bice caught up with a man who has now been leading searches for Ellie with other Miami County residents.
It's this stretch of the Great Miami River here in Troy where Ellie Carter's backpack was found on Tuesday, February 6th, and ever since, law enforcement officials and Miami County residents have been searching this entire area and miles both north and south.
It has been 20 days since 14-year-old Ellie Carter was last seen.
You don't punch a time clock and say, okay, she's not going to be worried about for now. This is a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365-day-a-year situation.
Chris Wolford and numerous other Miami County residents braved the elements this past Saturday morning to search for Ellie. They examined the area of the Great Miami River where her backpack was found on Tuesday, February 6th.
If we can bring closure to the family, by all means. That's why we do what we do. That's why the community gets together.
On Friday, I received a statement from Captain Dominic Burnside from the Troy Police Department, which says, in part, the department will continue to utilize boats, drones, and canines, and any other resources we have available. We do not have any updates to provide at this time and continue to encourage the public to submit information. Chris and 1,000 others are members of the Missing Ellie Carter Facebook group, where people have posted many different tips, hoping that they will result in bringing Ellie home. Sadly, none of those tips have led to her discovery, but Wolford says he and his counterparts aren't giving up.
Just keep in mind, this is a 14-year-old girl that disappeared under strange circumstances. And any efforts, even if you think it is small or insignificant, it may help us in this case.
Now, Wolford is organizing another search for this Saturday, February 24th. And if you're interested in helping these residents find Ellie, head to the web version of this story on Dayton247now.com, where I've linked the Missing Ellie Carter Facebook page.
Also missing for the past 20 days is 28-year-old Justin Smith out of Springfield. Police say the disappearances of Carter and Smith are not connected. But today, Lydia Bice also caught up with Justin's family for updates on their search as well.
It's been 20 days since Justin Smith was last seen here near the intersection of Selma Road and Tibet's Avenue. Today, I caught up with his sister and his mother as they're continuing their search during this heartbreaking time.
It is day 20 of the search for 28-year-old Justin Smith out of Springfield, and his family has been desperately tracking down every single lead.
Any leads we're going. We've been to the reservoir, we've been in woods, we've been in abandoned houses, tracks, you name it, we've been in it.
And just as they were a few days into the search, they're still begging the public for even the slightest help.
Please just search cameras, and if you can, look in backyards, woods, anything.
Thank you. Taking a live look right now from our Eco Plumber Sky Cam. Beautiful sunset out there tonight. Let's send things out to Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters.
Well, cold out here, but lots of snow melting across the Miami Valley for today, as we did manage to make it above freezing, well above freezing, and that sunshine certainly helped melt things across the area today. That being said, we still have snow on the ground in many spots. I could see actually where places didn't receive a lot of sunlight, there's still a good amount of snow on the ground, even here on our Watson's Weather patio. Temperatures in the 40s right now, colder off to the north, and part of the reason is due to the snowpack for our northern county. This is a little bit more than what we had for the Dayton area and southward, but all of us sitting warmer compared to this time yesterday. We're 7 degrees warmer in Dayton, 9 degrees warmer in Greenville, 7 degrees warmer up in Wapakoneta, and heading through the rest of this evening. It gets cold, lower 20s as you wake up tomorrow morning. So got a cold start, but got some mild weather, more sunshine on the way. So I'll time it all out for you coming up.
Tonight we're hearing 911 calls from the first time from the woman involved in last week's Amber Alert. Pammy May is charged with murdering 5-year-old Darnell Taylor. Steve Levine has the very latest on the case.
Are you hurt in any way?
No, but...
For the first time, we are hearing from Pammy May, charged in the death of 5-year-old Darnell Turner, as she talked to a 911 dispatcher Thursday night near Cleveland after being found wearing a nightgown, walking around a suburban business.
Can you call my husband for me?
Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of him, but can you tell me what's going on so we can let him know?
He will know. Oh, please.
A statewide Amber Alert was issued for May and 5-year-old Darnell Turner early Wednesday morning after they vanished from their Columbus home. May and her husband are Darnell's legal custodians. May's husband called 911 in Columbus, telling dispatchers his wife told him the child was dead. May's car found in suburban Cleveland a few hours later after the two were reported missing. Police say they discovered the body of the little boy in this sewer drain in Franklin County shortly after May was interviewed by police after she was found.
That was Steve Levine reporting. Tonight, President Biden says he is willing to meet with Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson to discuss the foreign aid bill. He says the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny only reinforces the need to get money to Ukraine.
The way they're walking away from the threat of Russia, the way they're walking away from NATO, the way they're walking away from meeting our obligations is just shocking. I've been here a while. I've never seen anything like this.
Johnson has been demanding a meeting with Biden, but shows no indication he actually plans to move the $95 billion package forward. It includes security assistance for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. House Republicans argue the U.S. should focus more on domestic security. Tonight, Russia says it is launching an investigation into the death of Alexei Navalny. The Kremlin says, quote, all due actions are being taken to determine the circumstances of his death. The 47-year-old was a vocal critic of the Russian President Vladimir Putin. He died in an Arctic penal colony while serving a 19-year prison term. Russian officials condemn Western officials who place blame for Navalny's death on Putin. Well, the death toll tonight in Gaza has now surpassed 29,000. That's according to the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry's report out just today. The ministry does not differentiate between civilian and militant deaths, but it says most of those killed are women and children. More than 1,200 Israelis have also been killed. Most of those deaths were during Hamas's initial attack on October 7th. Tonight, the world's highest court began hearing arguments on the legality of Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories, which Israel rejects. The high-profile hearings at the International Court of Justice are meant to focus on decades of Israeli actions in Palestinian territories, though they come with the backdrop of the Israel-Hamas war. The Palestinian Foreign Affairs Minister accuses Israel of discrimination on grounds of race and argues occupation must end in order for any two-state future to survive.
We are looking for opening a political horizon, and at the top of it is, of course, the materialization of the state of Palestine.
Israel isn't scheduled to appear at the hearings, but it rejects the validity of them. The country denies accusations and maintains Israel has a right to protect its citizens. The largest COVID vaccine study ever just revealed the shots were linked to small increases in neurological, blood, and heart-related conditions. National correspondent Janae Bowens has an in-depth look at the results.
Today, energy has waned with news of negative side effects, including long vax,
fatigue, post-exertional malaise, and then brain fog. And then there's a whole side list of symptoms.
The largest global study to date just found that COVID vaccines were linked to small increases in neurological, blood, and heart-related conditions. The Global COVID Vaccine Data Network looked at 99 million vaccinated individuals and found the rare adverse effects included a higher risk of heart-related inflammation from mRNA shots made by Moderna, BioNTech, and Pfizer.
I'm pro-vaccine, But there are some people that I feel like, let me just hold off right now while I do more testing.
The study also found an increased risk of a type of blood clot in the brain from viral vector vaccines such as AstraZeneca's.
That was Janae Bowens reporting, and tomorrow's the last day to register to vote in the March primary. Coming up, we're going to break down what you need to register and those important upcoming dates.
Plus, I'm tracking a warm up, how much warmer we'll get for the rest of the week. That's coming up. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
As we approach President's Day, the land of Lincoln is covered in snow. Several inches blanketed the capital of Springfield this morning. Winter is also very much alive at Bear Lake on the Utah-Idaho line. And Birmingham meteorologist James Spann calls this photo a stairway to heaven over Alabama. And we head into the holiday weekend with a beautiful sunrise over Reno, Nevada.
For more content like this, like the National Weather Desk on Facebook.
Tomorrow is the last day to register to vote for the Ohio primary, so Alex King breaks down everything you need to know ahead of the election.
The Ohio primary is coming up fast, March 19th, so we're going to take you through some bits and pieces of information you need to know. First off, you need to register, and tomorrow is the last day to do it, so update your voter registration if you need to as well. Here's what you need to register online. You will need to provide your Ohio driver's license or identification card number, your name, date of birth, address, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. Here are some important registration deadlines, and February 20th, again, is the last day to register to vote for the presidential primary and special congressional primary. And then we're going to take you through some more important dates. If you register or update your information after the deadline, the change will apply for the next election. And if you moved out of Ohio, you're going to need to, of course, research more that is related to your state. But overall, lots of information. It's getting exciting. We're getting close. Back to you guys.
Well, we finally got some snowfall across the area last Friday. A lot of that has melted away, but we're still technically below normal so far for the season. Month of February, 4.6 inches of snowfall. That's, of course, just for Dayton. Other places did see a little more. Others did see a little less. But for the season, the 2023-24 season, 13 inches of snowfall. So that still puts us behind 5.7 inches of snowfall. But we have officially dropped out of the top 10 least snowiest seasons on record. So I guess that's good news. We got some snow. We had some snow on Friday. Unfortunately, no more big snow chances in the forecast for us, but it is going to be warming up. You can see the month of February thus far has been very warm, lots of red, well above normal. We're sitting right now at the 4th warmest February on record. But past couple of days have been on the colder side for our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I do think we're going to see more red pretty much for the rest of this week as well. Beautiful sunset, as you can see here in our Eco Plumber Sky Cam. It's looking pretty good. Currently sitting at 41 degrees, which is 7 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday. Colder off to the north, got a little bit more of a snowpack for our northern counties, keeping it a little bit colder as well. 41 Dayton, 38 in Bellefontaine, with right now skies mostly clear. A couple clouds hanging around for our northern counties as well. But our next weather maker is going to be sending some rain chances, and then eventually we'll have another cool down on the way by later into the week. Until then, we're actually going to see a warm front lift in. Temperatures are going to be climbing. It's looking pretty good. So heading into the overnight hours, could see some areas of fog develop with lows dropping into the upper 20s. Heading into our Tuesday, back up upper 40s, could see some 50s. Lots of sun for our Tuesday. Pretty nice day. Snow will continue to melt pretty much all day long. And then by our Wednesday, we'll start to see some clouds building their way in, with temperatures climbing even more. Could see some 60s, especially for our southern counties for our Wednesday afternoon before our next weather maker moves in. So Wednesday night into Thursday, we're going to be tracking scattered rain in the forecast during the day on Thursday. Plan on soggy weather to be with us, not just Wednesday night, but during at least the first half of the day on Thursday as well. The good news is that also comes with some climbing temperatures, so lower 50s tomorrow, back into the mid 50s Wednesday, Thursday, and then eventually dropping back down into the 40s by Saturday. So for tonight, 23 for our overnight low temperature. Overall, cold night is expected for us, with our extended forecast showing those climbing temperatures on the way. Rain chances for our Thursday. Getting colder, however, by Saturday with our highs back in the lower 40s, but we then rebound back into the mid 50s by next Monday.
Prospective students and families gathered at Sinclair Community College for their spring visit day. The annual event brought in hundreds of potential students to learn more about the 300 degrees Sinclair offers. Aside from learning about potential majors, students also received some resources on a whole lot more.
This is a great opportunity for students to meet with their program faculty, to learn more about the programs that they're interested in, to talk to our academic division deans, to learn more about financial aid and scholarships, our transfer process, and to learn everything about what their new semester of classes will bring for them.
If you missed the event today, but you're still interested in learning more about Sinclair, they do have campus visits 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. We'll be right back after the break. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
the Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
Well, tomorrow it's time to give your pet some extra love. It is National Love Your Pet Day. From dogs to cats, reptiles and birds, we love our pets every single day. But on this day, we want to pamper them and reflect on the special place they hold in your life. Give them a special treat, play their favorite game, bring out their best toy, and be sure to give them some undivided attention. I love the zoom on that dog. No matter how you choose to observe the day, you can chime in your photos and see your furry friend right here on air and online. And if you have some, grab your phone and scan that QR code right now. It'll take you to our Chime In page. There you can upload your photos or videos if you want to share that with us as well, directly to us. You might even see it here tomorrow on Dayton 24/7 Now. But I'll tell you what a difference like a couple days makes. Friday night when we were here, crazy, and now it's beautiful out there.
Yeah. Beautiful. Rest of the week looking great too. So hopefully you're able to get out and enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely get out there and enjoy it. And we'll see you, Fox, tonight at 10.